we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And shedding through the tackle. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. A big play there for L.A.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
2nd and 13. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Johnson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He'll look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, Nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or... .22.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stafford. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a 2nd score.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Akers again. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. At plays like this, that's exactly why you take a Kyle Pitts with a 4th overall pick. So exciting with the ball in his hands, and he showed it off there.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Ladies, 32.
Stafford on first down.
They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Stafford looks to throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they'll get this down to the 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Chase Claypool. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Falcons on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and Hunt is not going to get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A give right side now to Hunt. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl on the way back home.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again is Stafford. And he's got his target, Harris. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for only a couple.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off near his own 48. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Stephon Tuitt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. Middle. Hey. Monday. Mark 55. Watch the screen.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing is Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. It's brought in by Harris. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Stafford.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second. And 8 coming up.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Panther 60. You ain't got nothing.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to.
Touchdown, L.A. Jacob Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Rams 31, Falcons 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On second down now, it's Hunt, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
On first down, it's Stafford. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now a first down throw. Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
At the 48 line.
Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams.
2-2 Atwell.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll run on first down. Akers. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Gary Conley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the pick-6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. John Kaminsky able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here comes the Rams punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Take it at the 37. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Stafford.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Rams, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7.